Following the detailed analysis of those samples, we can confirm that the man and woman have been exposed to the nerve agent Novichok, which has been identified as the same nerve agent that contaminated both Yulia and Sergei Skripal.
There was a strong indication that the decline in their health may have been connected to a contaminated batch of illegal drugs. This formed our initial working hypotheses.
I came round at 11 o'clock in the morning. There was a load of ambulance parked outside, the door was open, and I seen Dawn getting taken out on a stretcher, and she didn't look very well at all. There was a thing in her mouth breathing for her, and Charlie came out upset and he explained what happened. He said that Dawn was complaining of a headache, so she went to have a bath, and then he heard a thump in there. She was on the floor having a fit and foaming at the mouth. He was packing stuff to get ready to go up to the hospital, and that's when he started sweating really badly, so he had a shower. He said he felt he'd been poisoned and that. And then he was rocking against the wall making funny noises, and his eyes were wide open, glazed red and pinpricked.
Both of these patients remain in critical condition. Having been exposed to a nerve agent, they are clearly acutely unwell. We will continue to keep you updated on the condition of all these individuals while respecting the privacy to which they and all our patients are entitled. We have seen other members of the public who have come to the hospital with concerns about their health following this incident. We have carried out appropriate tests and none of these individuals have needed treatment.
The working assumption which I mentioned is that this couple, in terms of becoming ill, being poisoned, was not associated with any of the sites from the previous investigation. Based
on current evidence, the risk to the general public as a result of this incident remains low. I understand that people in Amesbury and Salisbury and those who've recently visited the area will be concerned about this incident. I would, however, like to reassure you that it is safe to continue with your daily business.
I've got 2 children. They're of an age now where they're out and about, going to local parks and things. I've had a talk with them this morning. Don't touch anything. Don't do anything. Wash your hands. All of that sort of stuff. But I think it's part of life, isn't it? These things happen all over the world, all of the time. And I just hope that they can find some answers and clear things up for us so we can get back to normal.
My main concern is how they come into contact with the agent, where and when, because obviously if it's still a trace from Salisbury, it's a bit nerve-wracking, isn't it? But I'm not too worried, as the police have said, as safe as can be, so I ain't too worried at the moment.
Although Novichoks are quite persistent, they maintain their toxicity for months, whereas older nerve agents only last for hours and possibly days. So 3 or 4 months down the line, one would have thought that they would have lost their toxicity, so there is a slim chance. That is not the case here, which is why so many precautions have been taken.
The police's work will take time, but we are ready to respond as and when new evidence comes to light and the situation becomes clearer. We have already seen multiple explanations from state-sponsored Russian media regarding this latest incident. We can anticipate further disinformation from the Kremlin, as we saw following the Salisbury attack.
Of course, my thoughts are with the people of Wiltshire, following the fact that we have seen 2 people this week, again affected by this nerve agent. To see 2 more people exposed to the Novichok in the UK is obviously deeply disturbing, and the police, I know, will be leaving no stone unturned in their investigation in relation to what has happened.